Welcome. So you got the bike torn apart. Well, not really torn apart, but torn down a little bit more than usual. Don't bust me about this, but we put on a remote choke because the choke cable was bunching up. So this is the remote choke right here from ProCycle, and it follows this direction and attaches right here, just like I said in that one video, and goes in. And I'm hoping that by replacing this, it fixes that stalling issue I was having. And also, we've got our new secondary. This is an Umi. And then our primary is a K&N. A lot of people don't have nice things to say about K&N. I'll tell you, it's not easy to put in. It was kind of a pain in the ass to take the OEM stuff out to put the K&N stuff in. But we've got our air filter, our secondary, and our new remote choke. And it pulls pretty easy. You can kind of adjust how hard or loose you want it to be right there. But I'm gonna get out on the road after I get the tank on and we'll give this thing a try. I've also got in the mail the fuel filter right here. For this, right here is a fuel filter. And I'm gonna take it out. It's just sitting on top of this little piece of metal that comes out of your carb. I'm gonna take it out and I'm gonna put that little inline fuel filter that goes right here from ProCycle. So that's gonna be changing soon, but let's get the tank on and the plastics and seat and all that fun stuff. Get back out on the road and we'll see how it goes. All right, see you soon. Okay, I think that's good. Here we go. Let's pull this bad boy out. All right, welcome to the impromptu evening cruise. I know you gear people are seeing me without my jacket, so let me apologize in advance to y'all. Oh damn, hang on. Oh, break up that dog scrap. Oh shit. Okay, they're good. It looks like it's good. Okay. Alright, so actually, alright, out, in, okay, so I put a K&N, let me put the helmet down. I put a K&N air filter on there, which everybody told me is absolute, like people trashed it, but the bike, it feels a little starved for fuel. This, by the way, is totally defunct now. This is I've cut it and it's literally just this cable just kind of hanging right here. I just wanted to get out and ride and I didn't feel like disassembling this to take it and get a hold to it. But anyway, the bike is pretty starved for air. That's the best way I could put it. Alright, not starved for air, I'm sorry, starved for fuel. Sorry, I'm a little bit scatterbrained. There we go. But it's definitely getting too much air at the moment, and I can tell that because it's popping on decel, and it's popping a lot on decel. It won't do it when I let off the throttle, but it does it when I'm just like coasting. So like if I come up here and I just coast, like watch, you hear it, ba 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 ba. So that's obviously way too lean right now. That's okay with me. That just means that we can throw some 145 jets in it, in the jet kit, which is what I wanted to do anyway. Obviously everything I talk about on this channel is ProCycle, but the JD jet kit that's available, I may look at other places just to compare prices. You don't have to get, I know I say that a lot on this channel, I'm going to get something from ProCycle, but you don't have to go on ProCycle just to get every single thing for your DR. I'm going to pull over and adjust my shield. I don't want the wind to ruin the quality of this video, but I can tell you, without cutting holes in the airbox, I'm already pulling more air into the motor. So I'm not trying to start an argument or anything like that. I'm just simply saying that, oh, you're good. I'm just simply stating that even with even with the airbox uncut, there's still a way you can get more air into the motor without having to cut it. Now I have a DG pipe on the way, and it's the RST pipe, but I'm gonna put the 1.25 silencer on it. It says not to go down to 1 inch. That makes sense because it's a reduced sound technology. That's what the RST stands for. So it's already pretty baffled, and I figured since I'm not drilling holes just yet and I haven't ordered my jets just yet, it might be good to order that extra little silencer baffle in the meantime, just to kind of hold it so I'm not losing back pressure. But anyway, back to the air filter. So the secondary's on. I'm assuming that it's fantastic. I'm not really good enough mechanic to tell you whether or not a secondary air filter makes a difference, but the primary's on, and listen to that. Bow, 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 bow. I can tell it was a bitch to put it on, but I can tell you that it's working well because it's pulling in more air. It's running a lot more lean. I can also tell you that this is running more lean because the motor feels hotter. It feels way more hot around my ankles, so it's definitely going to have to be, I'm assuming, a 145 jet. I don't want to go to a 150. I may have to. That's one thing I don't like about carbureted stuff, man. I don't like having to figure all that stuff out. That's one thing Electron, that's really tempting about their whole system. But I've heard that the slide on the Electron carb causes issues getting stuck. But maybe they fixed that by now. One thing that was interesting, if you have a DR or any dual sport, every now and then when you get your tank off, it's good to get up under here and take a look at the guts of your machine from time to time, because I found some gremlins in here. I was in the air box, and dude, my bike it stays in covered parking, but it doesn't stay inside of a garage. It stays in a patio. For everybody on YouTube that's planning to steal my bike, now I've just told you exactly how to steal it. But it's under a patio. A camera is there watching it. But anyway, I was pulling in the airbox, spider eggs all in the airbox. So and they actually were below where they were inside of the air filter. So that was a little spooky. But one of the issues, though, that it could have been causing, I don't know if that had anything to do with the stalling. I know that I'm pretty sure it was this choke that was causing that. It could have been my neutral or my kickstand sensor. I'm not sure what was causing the stalling yet. But that was pretty spooky, finding that I had a spider orphanage going on in my motorcycle. I love getting out on this bike, and listen, I always say don't do as I do. Wear gear. I say wear gear, but it does feel good right now to get some wind on me. I'm not telling you to not wear gear, but good God, it's been so hot lately, man. It does feel good to catch a little bit of breeze on this bike right now. All right, look at that. I don't know if the camera's picking it up like the way that I'm seeing it. Oh, this bike's starving, man. It needs some fuel. Oh, she's starving. Poor thing. Yeah, we gotta rejet it. And I'm not like a carburetor guy. I'll tell you one thing though, it feels like the revs are a lot lower, so this is really odd. The revs feel like they're a lot lower going over that bridge for some reason. It feels almost like my 15 tooth is back on, so I don't know why it's running lower revs. If someone can explain that. I've added more air to the motor and it feels like my revs are lower, so I don't know, maybe it's because it's like getting more complete combustion or something. That was odd. I mean, the way that felt over the bridge almost was like it. I was in too high of a gear, so I had to drop a gear. It almost mimicked like a slipping clutch. I'm gonna test that going down this road and see what's going on. Let's see what's going on here. I definitely don't want to be that guy on a dual sport, no jacket, revving up behind people, but yeah, it's just fuel. It needs fuel. I mean, it's characteristically about the same, but it's super hot. Motor's super hot right now, and it just feels a little sluggish. Like, I bet you if I put this choke out, let me pull this choke out, and I bet you it'll run a little more. Yep. Dang, boy, it's lean. It's lean when you can do that. Oh yeah, that's super lean when it does that. And then it loses it. Let me see. Yeah, it's subtle, but there. God almighty. Yeah, it's running super lean. Well, maybe, I don't know. I'm talking to somebody about a DRZ right now. I've got to sort these gremlins out, and I gotta work all the schematics out on that. But right now, this DRZ is going to keep me pretty busy for a minute, especially when it needing jetting. But let's cruise in here, and thank you for riding with me in the new air filter, testing out the new choke, even though that only happens really at the beginning of the ride. But hope you enjoyed the little cruise we had. Tune in for the next episode. I'm Comfy Dad Shoes, and I will see you soon.